Okay, hey, this is Greg, and so I'm filming this for everyone who's not here so they can participate in our trust building and team building exercise. So the number one reason that I want everyone to get why we're here is to achieve results. My goal is not to achieve results for the business, to create value for the shareholders and the investors, but my goal is also to achieve results for you as individual team members so that you're fulfilled and you're happy and you're excited about what you're doing and your participation in this business. And so the first thing I want to say is that anytime if you feel like you're not being fulfilled or you're frustrated, you're stressed out or whatever, I would want you to come in and talk to me so we can try to figure this out. Because I know I've talked to pretty much everybody except for maybe Jennifer about this issue individually, and it's really, really important to me that everybody has a fulfilling purpose as it relates to this business, right? And you guys get how important that can be from a team building standpoint. So as it relates to that, trust is the foundation for teams. So I have a triangle drawn on my ink board, and because trust is the real foundation of teamwork, what we're going to kind of cover is the opposites, and I want to try to articulate the opposites and the dysfunctions of team. Because when you can build a team that's all working for the same goals and same agendas, we can achieve greatness. And I can't achieve this vision that we want to achieve without us all working towards the same goals. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So because trust is the foundation of teamwork, the absence of trust is where it all crumbles. So therefore, as we have our little pyramid, and the whole base of the pyramid is trust. We have to build trust. And so what is that? What does that look like? What kind of trust? Is it the kind of trust that you get when you get married? Where is it? And I'm one of these guys that believes that trust is one of those things that is earned over a long period of time, but can be destroyed in a matter of seconds. And everything from integrity to cheating on things, and people and humans and mankind, our value system has been deteriorated so much, from my opinion, that I see things and I see people do little itty bitty things that they don't even aware that they're doing, that I pick up on, and maybe I'm doing it. And I give everybody permission to call me on the carpet if they ever catch me doing anything, whether it's cheating on an exam, or I wish I could come up with an example right now, but certain things, it's like, no, you just can't do that. And my mind thinks to the point of integrity that says, if I see you cheating on something or doing something to somebody else, subconsciously, not even consciously, but subconsciously, you're going, I can't trust that person. Right? Does that make sense? So,
Yeah.
And when you start to think about this, you go, okay, so trust is the foundation. The absence of trust destroys the ability to build teams. So we all have to understand trust. And in this respect, as a business, what I want everyone to do is you have to trust everybody for their assigned responsibility and their assigned tasks. So when I say to Jennifer, here's the key to the bookkeeping system, get the books done, and I trust that she gets it done, I can go on my way. And if we're all dependent on those numbers to get something done, and we all trust her, that starts to build that whole team, right? Whereas on the converse of that is if we don't trust her, and I give her a task to do, and then you're stressed out, and well, she's not going to get it done, she can't get that done, we can't get this done, then it starts to affect everybody. And again, when we had 20 people here and we were doing these exercises, there was a lot of stuff where people are dependent on other people. And when you don't trust the people that you're dependent on, it really, really causes problems. So I'm going to keep hammering this home, and I want you guys to remind me to hammer it home, because as we build the team and we hire more people, it's important that we continue to build this and keep reminding each other what that is. Now, that being said, is I don't expect everyone to come in here and I'm the gatekeeper of everybody's trust. I'm not. I don't want to be. Everyone's got to have the maturity level that where if you have an issue with somebody else dropping the ball, don't bring it to me first. Don't bring it to Arusha first. Take it up with that individual. And again, we're such a small team, I don't even anticipate any of this happening. But as you grow, it's a philosophy, it's a concept that says, hey, Sammy, hey, Aaliyah, hey, Arusha, hey, Ed, you're not getting your job done. It's affecting my job. It's affecting my attitude. It's affecting my belief systems, whatever that is, and take it up directly with them. And again, that's a biblical principle. And I don't know the thing off the top. It's like when you have an issue, go to that person and take it up with that person. And if you can't resolve it yourself, then you bring it to the C-level management to try to work it through. And so this is the kind of stuff that I want to do. Now, great teams, one of the other biggest facets of team building is great teams do not hold back on each other. This is one of the biggest issues for nice people. We're all nice, loving, caring people, right? And so therefore, when somebody's not accomplishing our expectations of them, and I'm like so guilty of this, that I don't want to be mean, I don't want to say anything to them. I hate confrontation, hate it. I cry when I have to fire people. You know, it's like, dude, that's like, what's up with that? He can attest to that. I mean, it's just like, it's just so sad, right? But the bottom line is that we have great teams have to have that trait to go, we're going to get real with each other. And we're going to be, because again, your future, if you're here 5 years from now and she's got stock options and we do what we're doing, she could be worth $1 million. There's not too many opportunities out there in this land where everybody that's here could be worth $1 million if we end up hitting this thing so far out of the park, right? So when we think about it and we take ownership, and I've told this to Aaliyah a number of times, Aaliyah, I want you to take ownership of that Club Tukey option, like it's yours. How would you make it better? How would you improve on it? What would you do? And so we just want to get, and we don't want to hold back on each other. And the biggest issue of any organization is growth, managing growth, and team. It is. All the rest of it's easy. Let's figure out a business plan. Let's print a document. Let's create a brochure. Let's implement this. That's easy. It's about the team being cohesive and working together. And that's why I must keep hiring women, because they're better. Okay. Now, the last piece to this puzzle, after we're feeling that we can air our dirty laundry, we can admit our mistakes, we can do that without fear of any reprimand. And I'll give you another example I do with my kids. I had my kids sign a contract that says if you make a bad decision, which I promise you, you will. I did, every kid does, every person does. If you come to me and communicate, talk to me and share it with me, I'm your parent, there will be no repercussions, no punishment, no this, no that. But on the other hand, if you make a bad decision and I find out about it and you have the opportunity to come to me and you didn't, 3 months restriction from everything. I did that with Coral. Coral was on restriction for 9 months her junior year in high school. Then she figured out that I better just start telling him what's going on. So along those lines, every effective team has a substantial level of debate. And here's the other thing I know about me. I know I'm very strong, I'm very opinionated, I know everything. But that doesn't mean I don't want a spirited level of debate. And the way we're going to run this company is I want your input. I want you to come here and tell me if you think we're falling off the cliff or we're making bad decisions. I give you permission. I want that. I want the open door. I have nothing to hide, right? I want that. But at the end of the day, after we have our debate, once a decision's made, we all buy into that decision. And in other companies, what happens is we have a spirited debate, and then the CEO or the president or the Club Tukey manager makes a decision going, I've heard everyone's arguments. This is where we're going. And then everyone says, you know, they get an attitude, need to take my idea, and he's still making the same mistakes, and blah, 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 blah. And then it's that whole negative talk, it's that stuff going on, and it destroys a company. So that's the other thing that I'm asking everyone's commitment for is that, hey, we're open to spirited debate. I want to have spirited debate. I want to hear everyone's opinions. I want to have a better product. I want to have a better service. I want to have a better company. I want to do everything better. But at the end of the day, once that decision's been made by me, by Ed, by Arusha, whoever the upper level management is, then you guys buy into that. Is that okay? Everyone commit to that? Okay, cool.
Yes.
So that is lesson number 1 in building team and trust building. And as the weeks go on, we'll go up the little pyramid here and we'll talk about the other dysfunctions of team and how you can correct those things and how you can make a better, more powerful team. This is Greg Ryder saying, do what I do, wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude and tell somebody you love them.